Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So the title of this video, Come Shopping With Me in Kilkenny, is kind of saying everything about what this video is about. However, one thing I do want to mention before the video starts is kind of that the way that I'm doing my shopping. So I am spending quite some time being online and just seeing what's available and what's in the high street store, but also what is in some of the more exclusive stores, if you can say so. And I'm also watching a lot of fashion shows and runways and stuff like that. And when I've kind of seen the runways and seen what's gonna be trending this season or this month or early autumn as we're in now, what I will do is I'm gonna go into my wardrobe and then I'm going to start looking through what do I already have that is in those lines, and also being kind of rather critical about what am I gonna add to my wardrobe. And I'm doing the same thing when it's like trickled down to the high street, because let's be honest, a lot of the things that you see on the runway is not really viable for ordinary people like you and me. It is something exclusive for people living a one way or the other exclusive life. At least I can't go to work like that. Let's let me be honest about that. So I'm kind of always curious about how this particular trend or this particular thing that how that is going to trickle down into the high street. And then when it comes to the high street, I'm then going through multiple shops: H&M, Zara, River Island, Next, all different kind of. I'm going through a lot of shops, both here, both the international shops as the ones I just mentioned, but also Irish designers, Irish shops who is more or less Irish only, like Bond and stuff like that, and also what is Danish and for Denmark. And then when I have seen that, I am kind of going to the shops and seeing what all the things I have put a heart on, what they actually look like. What is the garment look like? What does the button looks like? What is the finishing work? And then if I'm choosing to shop, that this will be the time where I'm then shopping. Does that mean that I do not buy online? No, not at all. I am most certainly also buying online. I will actually say that at least 70-75% of my wardrobe is shopped online, both because I simply don't have the time with 9 to 5 and my hobby of YouTube and my other hobby, the little dog, or taking long walks and all the kind of things that I also want to spend time on, I should say. I don't really have like hours and hours on end to go to shops to see what's out there. So a lot of my shopping is done online. However, here in September I decided to take a trip to Kilkenny to see what was on offer in the shops there. It is recorded on my phone, and then I will be talking over as best as I can for that part of the video. And in the end I will then show you what I actually ended up buying and what I am consider buying. Please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That will really help this video doing well in the YouTube algorithm. And also please share with anybody that you know who might find this video interesting or entertaining. If you have not done so already, also please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. So welcome to the Skechers shop, which is the first one we're gonna have a look at. I do like these white Skechers with this golden thing on them, and then some pink ties. Also these pink ones, I might actually consider buying those, but then again, I would be a little bit scared that they would be too dirty or too fast dirty. These are some of those slip-ons that has gained a lot more insight for the past years, and I will have to say that I actually kind of love them. Here are some more different examples on them, and there were like a lot in here, and they were all the same price no matter what color that you would choose to buy them in. So this might be something that I will consider, and then again, I don't know how much I was gonna use them. These black ones though I might actually use, I'm not really sure, but yeah, I like them quite a bit. So moving on to H&M here. Yeah, I like these pants here. They are classical work pants and still not totally. They had a lot of these cardigans with golden buttons on, and some of them had like small skirts with them. Here's another one. So yeah, they were kind of elegant, and yet another one. They were like in different kinds. This was not really a cardigan, it was more like a jumper. They had them in just about all shapes and sizes and colors. This was a blazer that I can see the classical in it, with this classical pattern in it, and it was actually a quite good quality. These jackets, crop jackets, I actually found quite interesting. Both it was very thick and very warm, but also the details on the jacket was actually quite cool. So this was a tunic that I actually thought was very beautiful. It had different flower patterns on it. I don't like the neckline though. This velvet jacket was also on display. Velvet seems to be one of those things that is really in this year, and I can't complain about that. I will say that it didn't have any lining or anything in it, so it might end up being like just like a blazer, a velvet blazer, I suppose you could use it as. So moving into the denim department, no doubt about that. This crop jacket had some quite cool cufflinks I found, and I kind of like it. It's a little bit like a servant's jacket but in denim. There was a lot of Bordeaux or wine red or what you want to call it. This was a silk shirt, and it actually looked quite cool. So there was also, you will see it here on the hanger, and it was, we had it both with and without a collar, and in the ones without the collar there was elastic part in the neckline. Moving into the back section, this bag was a little leather bag. It actually had quite a tricky lock into it. It took me quite a bit to figure out how it, and it couldn't really hold much more than your phone and your keys, I would say, but it would be a nice little shoulder bag to have for going to an evening out or something like that, a day out, or so. It's not something who can carry like a lot of stuff, I will have to say. There was a lot of gray, but here it is a gray silk shirt, but there was also like gray pants and gray jackets and a lot of gray, and I'm kind of suspecting that that will be the next color that they want us to buy everything in. So moving on to TK Maxx. And the first thing I did here was walk upstairs to see whether they had any great Halloween stuff. I kind of liked this cranium, but then again, it was not something I was gonna buy. And then there were these small, kind of cute Halloween lamps and jars and stuff. But I will have to say a lot of it is, well, the same that we had last year and the year before that. It looked like to me. We had some toys, some dog toys, and I don't really know. I think Odin was gonna like these ones. There were a few of them who went like beep, like ew ew ew, and that is his favorite toy. So I spent some time to look at the dog toys. I think he will be more pleased with the Halloween selection in TK Maxx than I was. So yeah, the balls didn't say anything, so it wasn't for him. Going back downstairs and having a look around the bags, there was quite a few bags that I thought looked okay, but again, they're so much on the smaller side, and I just personally have a lot of those, so it wasn't really something that I was in the market for, so to say. I was having a look at this one. It was a kind of classical one, isn't it? So my mom had been in the market for a bag like this, and I found it in here and bought her one for birthday, and she knows because she approved it. So moving over to the clothes racks, there are so much clothes in TK Maxx, and there are a lot of what you would call quiet luxury or timeless fashion and timeless basics, elevated basics, whatever you wish to call them, and there were a lot of them. And then I moved on to Next to see what they had in there. They did have some of these faded jeans, leopard jeans. Not really my style, but if that's you, then they are available in Next at the moment with a matching jacket, by the way. And here you actually have a shirt who was also matching up with also this kind of dusty leopard print. And of course then there was some more natural leopard pants, of course, as well, also jeans. They also had both a matching jacket and a matching shirt, and these ones were cargo. If that's your thing, then they were there. Here you can see the cargo more close up. There were a pair of leather pants in there, leather legging-ish. Was quite a good quality, so if you are in the market for those, then Next will be a place you can find it. So I have been looking for a dark blue marine suit for quite some time. The color is not showing up here, but it was a dark blue marine suit. And I was considering it, but also in the same time, I have a lot of suits, so I don't know. So then I went to the shoes. I'm a shoe junkie, so I'm always looking at shoes. I really did like those sling bags in that color, so that might be something that I will consider. Then I went into River Island to see what they have in there. I so like this suit, the color and the shape of it, as well as the golden buttons. I really do like that. So yeah, the details, and it was also a good quality so yeah. Fur and or fox fur and fox leather and all kind of things like that is in this autumn as a trend this autumn winter. So here's an example. I did see a lot of these almost almost like Zimmerman-ish stuff in River Iceland, and I would say if that's your style, then go ahead. There were a few of the things that I might consider, but yeah, if that's you, then River Iceland is the place to find it at the moment. Lace will also be in here for autumn winter, and here's an example of that. But I will say I don't really know when I was gonna use it, so. And then there was a red example of the same suit like the green one that was there in the beginning. This was just in the Bordeaux color. Again, there was a lot of that in here. Silver colors though this time. And some more of this Zimmerman-ish patternment that I did see a lot of in there. They also had a dress and a lot of Bordeaux jacket. I think I saw a YSL jacket who looks something similar to this. Well, not obviously in the same kind of leather quality, etc. But it did have the same shape as this one. Only it was like a lot more expensive though, obviously. White jean pants can be used for anything. Always, I use them as much in the winter as I do in the summer, and this one had some great quality to it. Again, grey was getting into being one of the more dominant colors. Here we have a jumper with some lace under it. Interesting concept. There was this ribbon-ish set. It looked great from afar, I would say, but once you got closer into it, it really looked a lot like a home set in a kind of elevated quality. Not really sure what I think about it. Bag wise, I did see quite some of these puffer bags in many of the stores, and there were particularly many here in River Island. Again, a lot of grey. Shoe wise, I thought this was a great pair of loafers, half Bordeaux, half black with golden buckles on them. So yeah, another bag with some teddy on them also seem to be something that will be in for when we get a little month or so into the autumn. There are a lot of these decorations on bags this autumn, and it does seem to be a trendy thing. So if you have anything lying around, that is something you can attach to your bags and then make them more trendy. Again, we got into the more wild patternment. This one also had some gold on it. And finally, there was this brown biker jacket, very heavy, very good quality, and with a lot of lining in it. I was actually quite impressed. So yeah, that was the end of my Kilkenny shopping trip. So now when you've seen what I was looking at, a few of the things that I considered buying was this suit, jacket and skirt from River Island. Should I go for it in the red, or should I go for it or the Bordeaux color, or should I go for it in the green? I couldn't really make up my mind about that. So I ended up thinking, I might just go home and think a little bit more about it before I buy these pieces, any of them at all. A second thing that I was considering buying was this dark blue marine suit from Next. If you have been on my channel for a while, you will know that I have a thing for suits, and yeah, I am styling them in many different ways, not just pants and jackets, also suits with skirts and jackets, or dresses and jackets, and I just can't get suits enough. Let me know in the comments down below if you want a video dedicated to suits and how I style them, because I style them in many different ways. Would you invest in any of these pieces, or are there any of the other pieces that you would want to invest in? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's have a little debate about that. Also, please let me know if there were any of the pieces that you saw in this video that you were considering buying. So what did I actually buy? Well, I bought these suit pants, elastical suit pants. So now comes the big debate. Do we call them suit pants? Do we call them leggings with white legs? What do we actually call them? Let me just put you down for a while so you can see them completely. I chose to invest in these black pants, are they with the golden buttons on them here. So that was one pair that I chose to invest in, mainly because I did not have anything with golden buttons on it like that, and I have been considering to get some high-waisted suit pants with some decoration on it. Not exactly these ones, but these ones came close, so I decided to buy them. Today I'm just wearing them with a shirt over. Excuse the lighting here, you might also be capable of hearing the rain and the thunder, but yeah. So for today's outfit, I'm just wearing this green shirt with a big bow on it. It can be just tied, or it can be just hang down like a tie, I guess. And then these black pants with the buttons on it. I also bought this cardigan, this white cardigan with the buttons, the golden buttons here on them, because I thought this would make a cute set. And then of course you can just choose to wear your cardigan over the shoulder, draped over your shoulder, or buttoning the top button. It is one of the trends for this September, early autumn in general, to just button your top button, and because I chose to tie the bow, I'm putting that over the jumper like that. And then of course, like I said, the pants with the golden buttons on them here. You can of course choose to tuck your shirt here in any way that it suits you, or put it completely down. The pants I have just chosen for today to just have it loose over, and it's actually covering the buttons quite nicely. When that's said, please like this video, please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and of course feel free to share it with anyone that you may know. Thank you very much for today, and I hope to see you in the next one. So bye 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 bye.